Hey everybody, this is the Beware reading for your sign for this month. I'll do 3 spreads. What you need to be aware of this month spread, the advice spread, and the next good thing that will happen to you this month that will at least put a smile on your face spread. Please like, share, and subscribe. Let's begin. Hi Cancer, this is the first spread, the Beware spread. We have the 4 of Swords, we have the 5 of Swords, we have the Ace of Swords, clarified by the Devil and the 8 of Cups, and we also have the 3 of Swords on the bottom of the deck. You could be dealing with Capricorn or pretty much any zodiac sign. Well, I can interpret this a couple of different ways. In scenario number 1, if you meet a new person, unfortunately they will turn out to be somebody completely different from what they portrayed themselves in the beginning, in the early stages of this relationship, and when you do discover it, you will make a very swift decision to disconnect from this person. Yeah, perhaps you had some high hopes for them, but you'll just cut your losses and move on. You know, you'll be shocked a little bit. In scenario number 2, if you are already in a relationship and it's been a very toxic, very codependent or tyrannic relationship, I think we're going to do an advice spread later. The second spread is the advice spread, but I think you're going to be making a decision to finally walk away from this situation or walk away from this relationship, right? This spread right here, to be honest with you, just in a nutshell, this is an ugly separation. To be honest with you, this is an ugly separation, and for most of you who is already in a relationship, in a toxic relationship, it's long overdue. You know, and I do see you finally realizing it and walking away from this person. So yeah, the 4 of Swords, we got a lot of swords here, right? You could be dealing with an air sign, by the way, with so many swords here. But what swords usually represent is thoughts, your own thoughts, right? So with the 4 of Swords, the first card that came out, this is, I think, you taking a break to think about it, or perhaps it will reach a point where you'll be like, wait a minute. I need to really reassess what's going on here, right? So with the 4 of Swords, this is you taking a short break to think about it, to digest this whole thing, and I think the puzzle will eventually come together inside your own head. And as a result of that, you'll decide to walk away. Perhaps bits and pieces of information have been coming to you about this person, if this is somebody new, and eventually you will see who they truly are, right? Or if you've been in this toxic relationship, abusive relationship for a long time, you will finally come to the conclusion that, you know, you've been suffering and it's not going to get any better, right? The 3 of Swords on the bottom of the deck, this is a card of a broken heart. So like I said, yes, it's not going to be easy for you. You will feel betrayed. You will feel like your hopes fell apart, or, you know, this person is just not good for you, right? And therefore, with the 5 of Swords and the Ace of Swords, this is you making a swift decision to walk away from this person. And they're not gonna like it, to be honest with you, because the 5 of Swords, this is a card of an ugly separation. This is a card of a fight that causes a separation. But it kind of feels like this is you who is initiating that. In either scenario, this is you just saying, you know what, I'm done here. I don't want to deal with this anymore. I've suffered enough. And you're not who you said you were earlier in this relationship. That's it. I'm done. So with the Ace of Swords, this is you making a swift decision to cut this out of your life, right? We have the Devil, clarified by the 8 of Cups. The Devil is the person you're dealing with. It's either a Capricorn you're dealing with, or the Devil represents somebody who is very toxic in this case, right? They're really attractive. It's hard to resist this person, perhaps, but you're still making your decision to walk away with the 8 of Cups, clarifying the Devil with the Ace of Swords, right? So yeah, that's what you should be aware of. If you're meeting a new person, be careful. They could turn out to be somebody else. They could be wearing a false mask, pretending to be someone they're not. Or what you should be aware of, I guess, is that you shouldn't be in a very toxic, abusive relationship anymore, right? This is like an epiphany for some of you. For most of you, you already know that this was overdue. All right, so yeah, let's do the advice spread anyway. Here's the advice for you, Cancer. This is from your perspective. This is what you need to do, or at least take into consideration. We have the Nine of Swords clarified by the Seven of Cups. We have the Five of Wands clarified by the Tower. We have the Six of Wands clarified by the Seven of Wands, and we also have the World on the bottom of the deck. Well, the two most important, actually the three most important cards we need to concentrate on are the Six of Wands clarified by the Seven of Wands and the World. The World is my happy end card. So you need to end this connection, and it's going to be good for you. It's going to be a happy end for you, right? That usually means that this chapter of your life is going to come to an end, and a new happy chapter of your life will be beginning with somebody else. And we'll probably see who it is in the third spread, right? And yeah, the Six of Wands clarified by the Seven of Wands right next to the deck. This is you standing your ground, finally putting your foot down, and you're not dealing with this person anymore. You're defending yourself, right? And you're not allowing this person into your life anymore. With that Seven of Wands, you're kicking them to the curb, and you're walking away from them. The Six of Wands, the Seven of Wands is clarifying is a card of victory, success. So yeah. As we saw in the first spread with the Eight of Cups, you were walking away, and that would be the right thing to do. With the Six of Wands and the Seven of Wands, yeah, you will be able to overcome it, defend yourself, walk away, and therefore it will be a happy end for you. Right? The first four cards on the left, oh God. Well, yeah, let's spend a few seconds on those cards. The Nine of Swords, the first card that came out, this is you crying yourself to sleep. Or perhaps if this is a new person, when you do discover that they are completely different from what you originally thought, you'll be like, oh my God, I cannot believe this person was able to fool me, right? I cannot believe they turned out to be a monster, right? And the Seven of Cups clarifying the Nine of Swords, this is your judgment has been clouded with the Seven of Cups, right? Or perhaps you're gonna be like with the Seven of Cups, so what do I do now? What do I do next? Right? With the Five of Wands clarified by the Tower, this is you either putting up a fight, or perhaps you will be struggling inside your own head as to what you need to do next. Or if you've been in a very abusive relationship for a while, that's what's been happening all the time. The Five of Wands says a card of a fight, so one fight after another fight. They are never happy. They always tell you something. They always accuse you of something, right? The Tower is just one fight after another. The Tower is when things fall apart, right? And for those of you who just started seeing this new person, like I said, unfortunately, your hopes about this connection, about this person are going to fall apart. So yeah, that's what those four cards here represent. But again, you'll be able to overcome it, get out of it, stand your ground, and put an end to it. Alright, so yeah. Let's move on to spread number 3. Spread number 3 is the next good thing that'll happen to you in the near future. Cancer, here's spread number 3. This is the next good thing that'll happen to you, that'll at least put a smile on your face. We have the Hangman clarified by the Moon. We have the Fool. We have the Page of Cups clarified by the Lovers and the Hierophant. And we also have the Chariot on the bottom of the deck. You could be dealing with a Pisces or a Gemini or a Taurus or perhaps another Cancer. So we got this combo right there. The first card that came out is the Hangman is clarified by the Moon. The Moon is the personal Pisces card. You could be dealing with a Pisces, or you could have been dealing with a Pisces. But together, those two cards represent stagnation, you being very emotional about it, kind of sad about it. It's just a lot of, I guess, misty weather. When we walk out and it's misty, it makes us feel kind of uncomfortable. We're all not really happy about it. So that's what it kind of feels like. The Moon is all about fears. It's all about not feeling certain about something. The Moon is a card of secrets. And like I said, the Hangman, this is a card of stagnation, nothing happening. This is also a card of self-sacrifice, but in this case, this is just you kind of sitting in the same spot, nothing happening, and you're kind of emotional and sad about that. I hope that makes sense. right? However, with the Fool card, the next card that came out, this is you letting that go. So perhaps if I'm still connecting with the same group of Cancers, I don't always connect with the same group, by the way. But what I mean by that, we saw the situation in the first two spreads. That was definitely one group, and sometimes in my spreads, with the third spread, I connect with another group. But it kind of feels like it's the same group of people I'm connecting with, same group of Cancers. So perhaps once you let go of what was happening in the first two spreads, this is the way you're going to be feeling. So it's going to be an aftertaste, I guess, with the with the Hangman and the Moon card, right? So this is you kind of still trying to recover from that, or this is the way you feel. It's like you're a little bit shocked, but you're already starting to move out of that energy, right? I hope that makes sense. So this is like an aftertaste from that situation. However, with the Fool card, this is you finally letting go of that, right? Perhaps you'll tell yourself, you know what, enough for me to constantly think about that. I think I need to start new life. I think I need to start getting out of the house. I think I need to start connecting with new people, going out with my friends, things like that. Just venture out and feel better. The Fool, this is you completely disconnecting from that ugly situation we saw in the first two spreads, right? We also have the Chariot on the bottom of the deck. That is your personal card, Cancer, That is you. And it's always a good sign to have your own card in your own reading. That means you're the one in charge, you're the one calling the shots, and you are in your element. Or in this case, perhaps you're like getting back to you're being restored to your former glory. Going back to normal after that ugly situation, right? Then here comes the new person, right? The Page of Cups, clarified by the Lovers and the Hierophant. This is new, brand spanking new. Perhaps you go out with your friends and they will introduce you to somebody, or a new person could approach you. If you go to a gym, if you sign up for a gym, for example, it could be somebody you meet there. If you sign up for a rock climbing class, it could be somebody there. What's important, like I said, just try new things, venture out, and welcome new energies into your lives. And the new energy will show up with the Page of Cups. The Page of Cups is just a page, but look at what's hiding behind it, right? The Lovers with the Hierophant, two major arcana cards. Very positive, awesome major arcana cards. The Lovers is the personal Gemini card. The Hierophant is the personal Taurus card. But if we want to stay general, then the Lovers could be the lover of your life. It could play out like that. The Lovers is also a card of a choice. So again, you're choosing to give new energy a chance, a new person a shot, right? And the Lovers is a twin flame connection, if you believe in twin flames, right? The Hierophant could be a Taurus, like I said, or it could be, something traditional like a committed relationship or marriage. So yeah, Page of Cups, but don't underestimate the Page of Cups. You see those two major arcana cards? Yeah, important. Very important. So after you're done with that situation we saw in the first two spreads, venture out, get out, cut the ties with that, liberate yourself from that, and the new person will be there waiting for you. A major connection coming up for you. All right, so yeah, that's what I got for you, Cancer, for this reading. If this video resonates with you, please like it. Please also share and subscribe. Don't forget to check out my other videos on this channel. And other than that, Cancer, have an amazing April. And there you have it. I hope my readings resonated with you, and if they did, I hope they make your lives better in one way or the other. Please share and subscribe and hit the bell to get notified. Thank you for watching.